And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. We got 4 on the chat. Appreciate everybody that comes on, that came on, that's coming on. A. O'Neal. Unlikely, but not possible. That was a devastating loss against Ruiz. Fury and AJ in the UK, with the majority of the fans now supporting Fury, would probably be too much mentally to overcome. Good tars for you. I am number 4. What's up? 1-3. Oh, that's big. But the question is, people, of course, we know Anthony Joshua being now a 2-time unified champion. And the question is he 100% back? You know, when you guys come in, hit the like button. Because a lot of people now, they're skeptical. They're skeptical of Anthony Joshua. They don't know if he's actually back or not. So this is the question that we have. This is what the chat's about. You guys tell me what you think about Anthony Joshua being 100% mentally prepared. Because, see, here's the thing. He boxed, he moved. He did a good job to me, right? But a lot of people said he ran. A lot of people criticized the way he won. So it does make you think that, is he really back? Is he really focused? Thomas, what's up, brother? Guitars for you. Counterpunch back to you. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say with Anthony Joshua right now. He's always been this semi-private guy, but he's always been positive, you know. He did show that he could overcome diversity. You know, a lot of people that called him a hype job, you know, and a lot of people doubted him for even beating Andy Ruiz because they just thought that Andy had his number, plain and simple. There's no if and buts about it. There's no way that Anthony Joshua could win. No way, no how. That's it. Like I remember when Jermaine Taylor fought Kelly Pavlik, the ghost. Kelly Pavlik just had his number. There was no way Jermaine Taylor could probably beat Kelly Pavlik. You know, there was no way. Kelly Pavlik, he was taller, bigger, stronger. Was he more talented? No. But the style that Kelly Pavlik had, he eventually got the best of Jermaine Taylor. AJ is still AJ Ruiz, had the size, speed, and the power. Guitars for you. Lee Campbell, what's up, brother? Everything's good, man. I'm just chilling on this summer day down in Texas. Wind's blowing. You know, got my sunroof up. You know, loving the weather. Just decided to come on and, you know, because something was crossing my mind about this, you know, because a lot of people, they asked about AJ. They asked if he's 100%. Is he back? I think AJ showed that he is still an elite fighter, making the adjustments for the rematch. Aaron Rosas. You know, I believe that. I believe that he can overcome adversity. He showed that. What do you think about AJ versus Usyk? Thomas, I think that's going to be a very difficult fight for AJ. I do believe it. And I'm going to tell you why. Anthony Joshua fighting Alexander Usyk is a good fight. Why? Usyk is a very talented fighter. Look what he did to Joe Joyce. I know Joe Joyce is a slower fighter, but he's tall. You know, he's a taller fighter like AJ is. He's about an inch shorter than AJ, maybe an inch, about the same height. You know, Joe Joyce is a big guy, big fellow. And Usyk showed him what was up. Remember, Usyk was a heavyweight in the amateurs. He professionally fought as a cruiserweight, but he was a heavyweight amateur fighter. Okay, we have to remember that. Sure looked like it in the second fight. Well, he just had a game plan that, you know, Andy couldn't adjust to. But see, Andy pissed over his opportunity anyway. He did. You know, think about Andy and the things that he could have done. But see, sometimes people have peak motivation times, and I think Andy had it. June 1st, he wasn't going to get any better than he ever was going to be. You know, I think that was his best performance ever when he fought Joshua. Not saying that he can't fight. I just think everything lined up for Andy Ruiz to have his best possible performance against a person that was not prepared like he was for Andy to be prepared. For Andy's preparation, he was 100% ready. He was probably over that. Best thing to happen to AJ since the loss, he put money aside for once. Usyk is a problem for everyone. Counterpunch, he is mad talented. Hell yeah, Lee. I mean, I know look what he did to Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce, you know, is a tough fighter. He can take a shot, but Usyk found a way. See, Usyk finds a way because he knows he gets in there and he feels you out. He uses his defense. More importantly, he has to work on that because he's not the biggest puncher. I get that. He's a southpaw. But his defense makes up for everything else. But don't get it twisted. When he starts landing shots on you, he's like a freaking cruiserweight, bigger version of Lomachenko. Not as talented, though, but similar. Okay? Similar demeanor when it comes to aggressiveness, when it comes to landing shots. He knows how to systematically put punches together on you, overcrowd you, overpower you, and just berate you with a bunch of shots that you don't see from different angles. That's how Usyk gets you out of there. That's how he got his Bellew out. You know, Usyk has spidey senses. Guitars for you. Great counterpunch, man. Absolutely. I think Usyk will get hurt if Chisora comes in like he did Szpilka. Well, you know what? Szpilka got caught early, but Szpilka is no Usyk. Let's be real. Szpilka has nothing. Look, Szpilka's a shorter fighter. Szpilka's not as skilled. Okay? Szpilka is a guy that, you know, he's tough. And he has the demeanor like a fighter from Russia by the name of Ruslan Provodnikov. If you guys remember him, he's retired by now. I haven't seen him fight in a while, but he's tough. But Provodnikov was a guy that was very tough. He took a lot of punches. I think he took a lot of unnecessary shots. But in hindsight, I think Szpilka tries to be that type of person that can take shots, but he really can't. You know what I mean? But he attacks as though he can. Usyk did not fight any good fighters in the heavyweight, does not deserve the title shot, yet Usyk had to work his way up. It's how you come back from adversity makes true champs. You can't cherry pick and be great in my eyes. No, you can't cherry pick, but a lot of people do it. I'm pretty worried that White's overlooking Povetkin for Fury. He might be. Now imagine Povetkin knocks out White, and you know what? He knocks out White with an uppercut because you know White is subject. His kryptonite is uppercuts. Anthony Joshua knocked him spark out with an uppercut. Oscar Rivas dropped him in the 9th round with an uppercut. You know? Cujo, what's up, brother? London watching. What do you think about Ruiz versus Dillian White? It's a good fight if it ever happens. Good fight if it ever happens, but will it happen? We don't know. I just don't think Usyk is big enough to beat AJ or Fury. I think he is, because when he starts landing punches and he starts landing them in punches and bunches, it's just like Pacquiao started hitting Margarito. Margarito would smile when Pacquiao would hit him with a 4-punch combination because he knows, hey, I can take these punches from this smaller guy. But eventually, Pacquiao kept putting them together so abundantly, rapid fire punches, that he couldn't see them all, you know. And I think Pacquiao could have knocked out Margarito, truth be told. I think he carried Margarito the last round. So Usyk can hit these guys like that. They won't see these punches coming. That's what happens. Oscar Rivas versus Andy Ruiz. Aaron Rosas. You know, Rivas beat Ruiz in the amateurs. Come on, Kurt. Everyone is subject to an uppercut. All right, fair play, fair play. But he's been subject to an uppercut a long time, many times. Let's hit that like button, people. You guys on the chat, hit the like button for me. It brings other people on the chat. Usyk is fast and uses angles to punch, but I think lacks the power to beat the big boys. I don't think I don't think it's power. See, understand this, people. Alexander Usyk, if he fights someone like Joshua, his best bet is to box Joshua like Joshua did Ruiz. I know, right? Guitars for you, I am. I'm almost there, man. It sucks. I done slurped this shit up. The J. Roos theory. What's up, brother? Counter punch to you. Word of the day, 8. Dumbbell bully. What's up, Kirk? Bumble bullies checking in from Philly. That's what's up, man. Counter punch to you. What is your view on Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Square Garden? I think Eddie's just trying to be Eddie. Eddie's trying to make things work. He's always thinking outside the box. Very innovative, you know, but like, how successful will it be? I don't know. I mean, you know, how does fighters feel about going to the promoter's house for a fight in the backyard? Because you know, at this point, they should take a pay cut. There, I said it. I mean, they should. He said, what part of dumbbell bully? Kurt, have you been in a real fight? Absolutely. Been in a lot of fights. Absolution. Crawford wants Pac-Man next. Thoughts? Crawford wanted Pac-Man for the longest. This shit ain't new. If I was Pac-Man, I would have fought Crawford years ago. But I hope it happens, because Pacquiao can finally officially give that torch of legacy to somebody. See, Keith Thurman wanted it, but he couldn't have it. He was just this short. Terrence Crawford, being the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, he deserves it. If he knocks or takes out Manny Pacquiao, he should be regarded as the best pound-for-pound over Lomachenko, because Lomachenko could have had that opportunity, but Lomachenko didn't want to fight him because he was old. You got no marks on your face, though. Okay. You don't have to have marks on your face to be in a fight. Yep, beat him when he was younger. Pac might get retired by Crawford. Yeah, I mean, it would be good, but I hope if that happens, when that happens, if Crawford's able to knock out or stop Manny Pacquiao, I hope Manny Pacquiao joins Oscar De La Hoya. Retire. Run for president, you know? The way Loma is going, it seems he will not meet his potential. He is just not in any super fights. Well, I mean, people ducked Lomachenko. Tank Davis with Floyd. Floyd ducked that fight. They didn't want that fight. Okay, they did not want that fight. Not a big fan compared to Fury AJ. But who do you think will win the Joyce versus Dubois fight? I personally think Dubois as Joyce is a lot slower. I can't wait to see that fight. I'm going. I'm picking Dubois. I like them both as guys because they're both kind of like quiet. You know, they don't shit talk. It's one of the most boringest face-offs. You know, only thing happening, you know, one pushed the other. They pushed each other. Tank fought an old Gamboa with one leg, almost lost too. Well, he didn't almost lose. He beat Gamboa round after round. It's just Gamboa wasn't the same Gamboa, and they knew it. That's why they took the fight. So, Kurt versus Blue Blood. Let's go, champ. I tell you, I'd do it for 100K. Somebody was gonna put up 100K. I'll train. I'll be having workout videos and shit. You know, Joyce is kind of a blockhead. Why do you say that word of the day? I would pick Dubois. That jab is like a battering ram. Old reliable. Dubois defense is a suspect a bit, Kurt. That's my only concern. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good fight, I feel. I don't think it's going to be like a knockout fight or something like that. You know, I think it's going to be a fight that somebody's going to break each other down, you know, round after round. But it's going to be hell for a while. Because Joyce is not going to just come quietly. That ain't going to happen. Okay, Tafita Godzama. Joyce beats Dubois. Okay. Joyce defensive subject. Okay. I'm sick of hearing all these Glovegate nonsense now. It's about time that the LDBC put it to bed. You know, I'm not going to do one on a Glovegate today, but I will do another video on Deontay Wilder's new training camp. What will it look like? I don't usually insult fighters, but he is slow, robotic, and personally does not really sell fights. Not sure. May the best man win. Okay. Deontay is a baddie boy. I don't know what that is. Oh, those allegations are funny. Jared Anderson called that out recently. It's sad, all the excuses. If Wilder loses to Fury again, what do you think Wilder goes from there? Thomas, I see him retiring. If you know, but I hope he doesn't. I don't want him to. You know? Would like to see Dubois versus Hrgovic. Lopez beats Loma. That could happen. There's another chance that could be an upset. Teofimo could knock out Lomachenko. Then who's Lomachenko? You know, people are going to roast him. People are going to not want to talk about it. They're going to talk about him. But just can't wait to see those fights, man. Kurt versus Aki. Someone needs to put him straight. Yeah, those guys have a lot of narratives over there. I'm gonna try to catch him on a live stream because he does something when he wants people to call in. I'll call in. That's if they don't stream. Screen the number. Like, who is this? This is Kurt DeVille. Come through. And I can't wait to. Hey, this is Kurt DeVille with Kind of Punch Boxing News. I have a question. That's exactly what I would do. Muhammad Ali, what's up, brother? The champ is in the house. Pronounced Booty Boy. B-boy, okay. Can't listen to that dude for very long. The Aki dude, yeah, he's aggressive, but hey, the more people listen, the more he's gonna make videos. That's how it works. The more they push and people give them that type of energy or response, they're gonna only do it again. Kurt, do you think any heavyweight could beat Big John Fury? Do I think any heavyweight could beat John Fury? Big John Fury. I think he's powerful, too powerful. Yeah, I know somebody that can. Mike Tyson. He wanted to fight Mike. Remember that? I'll fight Mike Tyson. I will lose my life. I'm like, damn. Poor Big John. Yeah, he's disturbed. But no, we have to see about Anthony Joshua. Back to him. We have to see what he can do. We have to see that this guy, Shak Ah, good morning to you from London. Povetkin versus White. Be fight of the year for 4 to 3 rounds. Then Povetkin gases, be one-sided. What do you think, Billy Joe? What do you think, Billy Joe? About Billy Joe? Was he crossing the line? Well, Cujo, he's always crossing the line. I don't think that in Great Britain or anybody they should, they should have freedom of speech. He can say what he wants to. Now, as far as the cussing, that's one thing, but you're gonna suspend a man over that? It's just stupid. You're right. You never can overlook Povetkin because for the rounds 3 and 5, Dylan White's in trouble. He's gonna be tested. So if he's not ready, he comes in there all stumbling around like he does a lot of times. Povetkin might get him out of there. Would White still become mandatory if he lost to Povetkin? No. I don't really know name. I don't rate him yet. Del Boy. The best heavyweight champion of the world now. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz, Luis Ortiz, then Dillian White. That's a good question. I don't think I think that's just a No. I think that Dillian White, if he loses the opportunity. Mr. Awesomeness. No, I haven't. Aisha Queen, what's up? Counterpunch to you. I am back on the chat. How can Tyson Fury be the best if Wilder is a hype job? That's exactly what I'm telling people. Because see, Tyson has to fight. I would rather him fight White, then it will know. Okay, he does beat a fighter just as good or better than Wilder. Sean OC, salute. Counterpunch to you. How can Tyson? Yeah. Adam Bradley. Iron Mike still is. I hear you, but you can't have my crystal ball. What's up, Mr. Billy Joe Saunders? Okay. But I wonder if a lot of these boxers come in here with kind of like, faceless accounts. No, I haven't been to the UK. I was supposed to went to the UK last June, and it didn't happen, unfortunately. Fortunately, I think BJ might be juicing. And as far as fighters, 6 weeks is enough time to fit Canelo a once in a lifetime fight. Well, obviously, it's not for some people. You think Mayweather versus McGregor 2 would happen? It could happen if it's enough money involved, you know. The UK needs a counterpunch. Counterpunch to the UK. Got a lot of followers over here in the UK. Absolutely no name. I appreciate each and every one of them. If you're a part of them, appreciate you. Counterpunch. I would like to see Fury take on the low. Fury seems focused and gonna beat hard to. He's gonna be hard to beat. Gonna be hard to beat. He's gonna beat hard to beat. Okay, that threw me off for a second. I'm from the UK, bro. Nice videos, Mr. Awesomeness. Counterpunch to you. Appreciate you. What time is it there in the UK right now? I know it's pretty late. They are waiting for you in here in the UK, Kurt. Absolutely. And I'm coming soon. Oh God, it's 1 a.m. Jeez. It's crazy. Try to go on earlier, like around 2 o'clock, which that put you guys at what? 8? That'll be good. Slow Tello presents. I'm just waiting for AJ's next fight. Can't wait to see how much he's improved. You know, I would love to see it. John Warrior, what if Anthony Joshua watches your channel secretly? I don't know. I mean, if he does, that'd be great, you know? But I think a lot of fighters do that. I think they either, if they don't log in, they get somebody, one of their homeboys to log in. Because if you guys can remember when that ex-boxer, friend of Billy Joe Saunders, Ty Booth, remember when Ty Booth went to Joshua's gym? And Joshua kind of looked at him and shit, you know, and walked over there to him and was like, hey, man, what'd you say about me? So he had to hear that from somebody. He might have not heard that himself, but one of his boys, you know, came to him and said, hey, look what Ty Booth said about you. You know, and Anthony Joshua remembered that shit. So when he saw Ty Booth, he kicked him the hell out of his gym. So yeah, they do. So if they don't look at it themselves, somebody else does. Definitely. AJ watches you and Bruce Bain. I was told. You was told by who? Tafita. Desmond Samuel said the best in the business. Many close guys to AJ watches your program in the UK. Nice. Well, that's good to hear. He keeps doing good things over there in the UK. The last uh, series of things, I don't think people really respect it, but I did. Because again, how do you think Muhammad Ali gets to the way he is now? Gets to the legacy? Because it wasn't what he did inside the ring. That had a factor, but it's like 50-50. It's like what you do inside of the ring versus what you do outside of the ring, you know? And athletes are the ambassadors. They are very big role models. They have a lot of influence. You use it for whatever you're passionate about. That's big. I was told by his family friend. Oh, nice. Well, I mean, this is a boxing channel. He's a boxer, so that wouldn't be too far off the beaten path. That would be awesome. I got to get to the UK, and interview a lot of those guys. I think the coronavirus itself has put us like at a standstill. You know, what up, fat boy Kurt? We may not agree, but I'm still a supporter. You're looking quite rotund in that rugby jersey, like you're about to be on the pitch. Said, been losing weight, been trying to stay in shape. Nice, bud. Hope you're coming up, Chubbs. You are upfront in your job and you are not biased, Kurt. Great. Thank you. I try not to be. I try not to be biased and, just be honest with yourself, really. I think the most important thing about making a channel on YouTube is you're honest. You're honest with yourself and you're honest with what you believe, what you say. And if there's enough people that believe you or that like what your beliefs are in boxing, they'll support your channel. Do you think AJ will fight 3 times next year, including his one fight this year to make up for the loss? I think it would be a good idea. Slotello. Joshua would be interesting to see. One way Joshua beats Fury is walking him down. But Fury is slippery, and if you can't land your shots, Wilder is proof. Absolutely. You need some debate. You can't block people because they disagree. I mean, that's absolutely true. I don't block people. AJ hates blue blood. I think he does, and I think it's mutual because Blue Blood was interviewing him up in New York when Anthony Joshua was promoting that DAZN launch. And he was there and he was asking, well, Anthony Joshua, you didn't have the $50 million. You think the $50 million was real because they're saying it was real. Anthony replied, I don't think it's real, man. Well, they said it was real. Dillian White even verified that it was real. And Anthony Joshua just walked off. It's like he walked off from me. He just left. He just left off. He just walked off from me. Yeah. Tree Duck, yeah, he's annoying anyway. But I think Boxing Ego, he's an LDB affiliate, LDBC affiliate. I don't think he's just with them, but he might as well. Like a lot of the American channels. Mega Man. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Do you ever chat with Showbiz? We'll message here and there. Like something's going on, I'll let him know, but we don't talk on the reg. But I mean, I'm not, I watch his stuff. I support his channel. I hear he watches mine. Other than that, that's about it. Zaro's toot time. Counterpunch to you, brother. Made man is a zero. I don't know who that is anyway. Black Fight Fan is okay. I never watched Black Fight Fan. you know. You need to get some of those open round table chats and go toe to toe with some boxing YouTube people. I think you guys like running boxing right now. Appreciate you, Mega Man, Nikki. Yeah, Mega Man is pretty good, but he's not really LDBC. No one ever listens to the other official places. We all go to YouTube. Do you listen to Hatman Boxing and Boxing Beats and Rhymes? I listen to Hatman every so often. Any Wilder fans here or just me? Guitars for you. Kurt, Joshua's story in the future, looking back, will read that he took a dive against Ruiz due to a frozen out by all the sides. Matchroom, Master stroke. Wow, that's crazy. But if he took a dive, he took an $85 million dive, didn't he? Because he already made $35 million, and then you take a dive for another, because you know that fight was going to be big. And he made Andy Ruiz a star, and if you really look at it, it makes a lot of sense. You know, Stephen White, good counterpunch, because I just did a video on, of course, Joshua definitely praising Andy Ruiz for what he did, you know. So YB, I don't know what happened to him. AJ is a nasty person in real life. It's all an act. Even Dillian White said it for years. John Waitman. You know, I've heard that actually. You know, I've heard that because somebody, not a lot. I don't hear it a lot, but Dillian White did say that. I'm talking about that lanky piece of shit over there. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, man. It's a possibility boxing is corrupt, and he made more money losing than winning. Damn. He did make a lot of money on his rematch, and I think that amount of money was kind of like a cash out option, honestly. What boxers have I met? Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Shane Mosley. Who else have I met that is worth a damn? Frank Sanchez. Keith Thurman. I seen Errol Spence at a fight at Islandi Lada. You know, YB went to prison for assault. Really? Wow. What's up, my dons? Hit that bell icon. Like, damn. Is that like? I don't know. It was weird. It was some weird stuff. Big Juicy Miller looks like a pin cushion. Yeah, he's a big fat guy, ain't he? He got a head like a 10-pound ham. Remember when Joshua said he had an operation for the first Ruiz fight because he was constantly tired? What are your theories on that? I don't know, MJ 2020. I don't know any precautions. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know that shit. I don't know. I just know something was wrong with his ass. He wasn't what he's supposed to be. I think European fighters, I think they were not as respected in the States. But I think because the UK, you know, they had their own following over there. And one thing about UK people, British, they will support their own. I see you with those models, Kurt. Tapped any? Shaq, plead the fifth. Okay, Jim Boyley would say boxers were tougher back in the day to now. I don't know. Some guys I think are tough by nature. So I wouldn't say that. I think they had to do more because that was the way of the world then. I think it's all about adapting, honestly. I think I'm very privileged meeting Ali in 1985, though he was sick by this time, but he's still an amazing person, full stop. Do you believe Wilder will beat Fury in the third fight? He better, because people are just like just building him up to put him to just drop him from grace, honestly. Do you rent your own cards? What the hell is that? A lot of fighters go into a fight with injuries. That's right. That is right, but not those type of well, they do, but I respect them for not making an excuse for it. No, I don't. These are mine. All my cars. Hardly ever rent cars. If I got to drive that far, I'm going to fly. Real talk. I hate to drive. But anyway, guys, I was just checking in. It was good talking to you guys on the chat. I'm going to go in, make some more vids. Everybody on the chat, thank you for coming on. Hit the like button once again. And everybody has been counterpunched. Peace.